Okay, so we'll start over here. Our wash area, nothing special, just a sink with some quick connect setups. Our water filter system. You can see our brew pots here. This is our HLT. This is our mash tun. On the wall behind it is our counterflow wort chiller system that we built. And then here you have our control panel that Justin built, which is wired directly into my breaker box. And then we have our boil kettle with our lid and vent system. The lid fits perfectly on top of the boil kettle, and we outfitted it with some clips so it stays, in place, and we have, almost zero steam whatsoever. It all gets sucked through that vent and goes right out my garage door. And then over here we have our cleaning cart, the double douche. This was Justin's brainchild. He thought the whole thing up and built it just out of his head. Each side has a pump with cam lock fittings and a drain on each side, so you can actually drain your wastewater right out the side. We do, you can see the switches there. We do cleaner in one side and we do sanitizer in the other. This setup is absolutely fantastic for all of our cleaning, pre-brew as well as post-brew cleaning. It makes cleanup extremely fast. So if anybody would like to contact us and maybe talk to Justin about building something like that for your system, he's willing to do that. So hit us up on that. So this is our fermentation chamber. It is, I forget the exact dimensions, so I'm not going to give you false information, but we'll open it up here and we'll take a look inside. That's where the air conditioner is going to go. So right now we have all of our grain here. Let me turn the light on. Okay. So we have our grain in bins. Okay. We've got our fermenters here. We use 30-gallon food grade plastic bins with snap-on securing lids. That's these guys here. These things are pretty fantastic. We have the front of them outfitted with cam locks and bulkheads, and makes for transferring from your primary to your secondary very easy. Okay. Well, there's our grain mill. Just simple, hooked up to a drill, runs right down. We put a bucket underneath on that wooden block there, and everything goes right in. So here is our carbonation chamber so far. Carbonation chamber / tap system. Okay. The door we're kind of struggling a little bit with. Now we built this chamber a little bit different than the fermentation chamber because we didn't build a fourth wall in the back. We're just using the wall that is already pre-existing there. It's already insulated, so we should not have any issue as far as holding temperature. And we made sure that everything is, sealed up, airtight. We did put a ceiling in just to make sure that, we weren't getting insulation and stuff coming down from the ceiling. And, of course, to make it completely airtight. And we're going to seal up these seams here with some clear silicone as soon as we get around to doing that this week. So our goal is to have this guy up and running this week. And as you can see, we have all of the Sankey fittings already outfitted and run with our liquid lines and our air lines. We went ahead and picked up a 6-line splitter for the CO2 just in case we decide to add any more taps to the front here, depending on, how much we're going to actually be brewing before we start looking at a commercial location. So if we end up having 5 or 6 beers on tap, then we'll go ahead and run more lines for that. It's a very simple process. I might do another video later on to show how to actually run your lines and do all your setup for your Sankey fittings. And then we'll probably also do a video on how to set up a Sankey fitting to clean and fill the kegs from your homebrew system into a Sankey keg. So if you have any interest in seeing something like that, go ahead and drop a comment down below and let us know. Okay, we'll go back out here. And here's our tap setup. Obviously, we're from Central PA, so we're big fans of Trogs and the beers that they make. So we did a little homage to them with our plate there. That's actually a piece of wood cut out in the shape of Pennsylvania, and then I glued some 6-pack holder cutouts down to it, and to make a nice little collage there. So props to Trogs for being one of the brewing companies to get us interested and started in home brewing and making this craft beer. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot us a message. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll go from there. Thanks, guys.